Welcome back to Fuji's Farmstead. It's early in the morning here, and I have realized that there are a ton of things that have gotten away from me in the garden. And so we're going to harvest some fun things today for a little brunch that I'm having with my friends. So the first thing I need to take care of is are these Black Beauty tomatoes. So that one's split. Whoops. And there are a ton of tomatoes on here. And I'm just going to grab most of them. And then I can let them, well, maybe I can let a couple of these hang out here for a little bit. So I don't know. I'm not sure what variety this tomato is, but look at how big it is. It's still green, but I'm excited to see which one this is once it gets a little bit ripe. And there are a couple more, but they're still green. And then these also don't know what variety, but there's a bunch of them. So that's looking promising. And then this, whoops. Yeah, so this eggplant is huge. Come on. Oh, whoops. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to use this one like today. And there's a couple little smaller ones I'll leave on there until they get a little bigger. But look at this pretty bed with all of our purple basil and our mammoth basil and our tarragon and our chamomile. This is so pretty. And then this jalapeno plant has a bunch of peppers on here, so I'm gonna pick these. There you go. And look at this. This is pink celery that I started from seed from Baker Creek. I think I might need to get some scissors. Oh, look at how fun that is. Pink celery. So pretty. That one's still a little green, but I think I'm gonna pick this. I just feel like if I leave it on here, I might forget about it. I'm more likely to use it if I pick it and then leave it on the counter. Look at this. I think this is actually turmeric that I planted in the winter time. Very pretty. This one's lemon basil. Or look at, there's like a bunch more peppers on here. And I just noticed this. This is exciting. I think this is the start of like a banana, like the fruit on this little tree that I started from this little tree right here. It was a little baby and I dug it up and I put it over here. So this one's way younger, but it has that. And this one's like 2 years old and nothing. I think maybe there's too much shade here, but that's exciting. That's very promising. So there's our little harvest from the raised garden bed area. And I do need to go in the front and pick some corn. And I need to go through the property and pick a couple of other things. So we'll do that next. All right, so I need to do something with this corn. Look how pretty this sunflower is. So we've got a bunch of different varieties of corn here, and I'm not sure if I messed this up or if the corn will be edible or taste good, but I need to find out because I noticed the other day that there were some bugs eating the corn. So like that one totally got eaten. So I need to pick some of this corn and see if it's even edible. I'm not sure. That looks weird. The pumpkin patch is looking great. Those are all of our little Jack B. Littles, and we've got a baby boo. And then we've got some rampicante squash in here. Oh, look how cute, the little white ones. So I think I'm just gonna harvest a couple of these cute little rampicante squashes. Here we go. It's getting hot all of a sudden. So let's see. Okay, so this one's kind of weird. It's like two things of corn. Let me see what this looks like. I planted several varieties in this patch, and so I don't know if it's going to come out really funky or edible or whatnot, but this looks good. That looks promising. I don't know, it kind of looks weird. I think over here I did like a blue corn and a sweet corn. We'll see. Bunch of ants. Okay, so this just looks like a sweet corn. I think this one might be the popcorn right here. I don't know if these are ready. They're really tiny. That just looks, oh, that one looks good. That just looks like a regular sweet corn. So the other day I came out here and this plant was looking really terrible right here. And I realized that they were Armenian cucumbers and I let them go way too long. So there's like 4 of these giant Armenian cucumbers here that I don't even know if they're edible, but we'll see. And then what's really cool is there's a bunch of little tomatillos. I think they're still a little small though, so I'm gonna leave them. Oh. Yeah, so I'm gonna take this stuff inside and see if I can't figure out what to do with them. A little corn harvest. Look at all these pretty zinnias. And our crazy cucumbers. Okay, so I spent the morning harvesting some veggies that were in the garden, and it's so funny because it's just like a surprise, you know, what's gonna be ready to eat or ready to pick. Excuse me, Fuji. Jeez. Say hello. Say hello if you want to speak. So yeah, you just never know what's gonna be ready to harvest. And so with like planning meals and recipes when you've just got like crazy things coming out of the garden, I don't know, I just kind of wing it, and it's kind of fun when you have surprise veggies, you know, what you can make with it. So my friend Mimi is going to come over in a little bit, and she's going to help me eat some of this stuff. So I'm going to get some things prepared, and I'm just going to like wing it. I don't exactly know, but look at this, look at this eggplant. So I'm just going to get some things chopped, and I have a couple of ideas, but I don't have like a grand plan for these quite yet. So this large eggplant, I think I'm going to grill up some veggies. So I think I'm going to get this eggplant and just cut it up, and then maybe we'll make like a sandwich or something like that, or a toast. I think that would be fun. So I'm just going to slice these. To like big steaks, and olive oil, salt, and pepper is delicious on all vegetables. So that's my go-to when I don't have a grand plan. This would actually be really good, like eggplant parmesan, because look at how big these are. That's what I should have done. But I don't know if I have all the ingredients for eggplant parmesan. That would be good. Okay, so then this crazy melon. It's an Armenian cucumber. And I actually did hear that these don't get, like, it's technically not a cucumber, it's a melon. So I heard that they don't get as bitter when they get too large. I grew some of these last year, but I never let it get this big. So I was thinking for this, maybe I could do like a fun gazpacho or something. So maybe you take out the seeds. And I probably should take off the skin from this. So we'll just take off the skin. Okay. This is one big cucumber. Smells good. Smells like cucumbers. You know what I might do is, I think, so I have some tomatoes, but they're these Black Beauty tomatoes, and I feel like don't know, black and green might turn a weird color. So I do have some roasted red bell peppers. So maybe I'll see how that tastes in this little soup. So it has like a nice color, like a red color, like gazpacho is supposed to have. And then let me grab some garlic from outside. I've got some garlic that I grew and I've been kind of curing it outside. So let me grab that. Okay, so I have the garlic that we grew and we harvested, I don't know, a month ago maybe. Oh, wow. That's weird. Oh, you know what? That's a weird garlic. This might have been an elephant garlic that, I don't know, just made one clove. It's interesting. We don't want it too garlicky, so maybe I'll just put like that much in here. And then it smells good. And then I'll do some salt. This is Redmond's real salt and some pepper. And then I think you normally put like some vinegar in gazpacho. I made gazpacho, but it was years ago, so I don't really remember. Just a splash of that. And then I think you're supposed to put some bread. So I do have some sourdough. Look at how pretty this sourdough is. I make sourdough sometimes, but I don't have time right now. But look how pretty that sourdough is. I got it from Fraser Farms. It's like a rustic sourdough. I'm gonna take the crust off. I don't know if you're supposed to toast this. Yeah. Let me see, I think it needs a little bit more. And I can use the little crusts for like some croutons or something. All right, so I'm gonna put a couple more slices in there. We'll see how that does. The garlic is good. I feel like it's missing something. Let me look at a recipe to see if I'm missing anything. So I looked at a recipe, like just a quick little search, and they said bell pepper, but I don't have bell pepper, so I'll use these little peppers. I don't think these are very spicy. No, these aren't spicy, so that's good. These are little peppers from the garden. I grew a ton of different peppers, but I didn't do a good job labeling them once I planted them out. And tomatoes are a big part of the gazpacho, but I'm kind of scared that it's going to turn into a brown color if I put those black tomatoes in there. So, oh, well, I guess I have the roasted red pepper, so I don't really need these peppers, but whatever else we can throw in. And you know, I like something a little spicy, so I'm going to do a little jalapeno, and I'll take out the seeds. What are you doing, Fuji? Actually, let me grab one of the fresh peppers from today. See, it's really pretty. Ooh, that's yummy with the spice. I like it. Hopefully it's not too spicy for Mimi. I can always put more of this cucumber in there if it is. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge, little dish, and stick the eggplant in there. Oh, that takes up like the whole dish. I need more like a sheet pan, but all my sheet pans are outside with my soil blocking stuff. So let's use this later. And we've got our garlic. And then I have these little zucchinis, these rampicante squash. Ooh, those are kind of hard. All right. So I'm just going to do some olive oil on here. Oh, I think I was supposed to put olive oil in the soup. I'll have to put that in a little bit later. And then salt. And some pepper. And I'm just going to mix this around. I'm going to keep the eggplant big so that when I grill it, it's easier to manage. All right. So these are ready for the grill. To use tarragon. So I've before I grew tarragon, I only used it a few times. I made like some kind of hollandaise sauce or béarnaise sauce with tarragon, which was really good. And I made a Ina Garden slow roasted filet of beef with the tarragon, which was so good. But I can't always find tarragon at the store, and it's really expensive. So since I have an abundance of it, I want to try and use it as much as I can this summer to just experiment with different stuff. So I have a little guy. And I've got some olive oil. And we'll just stick with the red wine vinegar since we have it out. Some salt and some pepper. And what else do I want to put in here? Maybe I put a tiny bit of this garlic in here because I like garlic. And I'll just grate it. I'll stick it in there. And then let's dry this off. All right. Okay, so let me try it. Ooh, there was a little pepper on that spoon. That's delicious. Okay. Tarragon red wine vinaigrette. Clean up our little mess. This might even be good, like drizzled on the soup a little bit or something. And then I've got this beautiful basil, purple basil, and this mammoth basil. And maybe we can slice this up and put it on the soup or on the sandwiches. I think that would be fun. Look how pretty. It's got like green and purple. Okay. I'm going to put this in a little bit of water to keep it perky. Oh, and we have corn. Maybe I'll grill up the corn too with the eggplant and the zucchini. So our little bouquet. All right. Oh, and then I was just thinking, since we have this corn, maybe we'll just do simple like grilled corn, and then we can try the corn and see if it turned out weird after I found out that you're not supposed to put different varieties of corn together. So I don't know, maybe we can top the soup with it, or I don't know, we'll figure it out. Just eat it plain. It doesn't look bad. Looks normal. This one looks weird, but I think it was too small. But we'll just grill it up and see if we can salvage it somehow. Oh yeah, this one looks weird. So what are you doing, Fuji? This one looks super weird, but it's okay. Maybe it'll still be good once it's grilled. Yeah, so this one is probably the blue corn crossed with the yellow corn, but I'm sure it's still edible. Not a big deal. Okay, so for the cobbler, I'm gonna make a cobbler with our beautiful nectarines and our little blackberries that we picked the other day. But I do need a recipe for that. So I looked up a little, just like an easy vegan recipe. So it says to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. I make a cobbler with our beautiful nectarines and our little blackberries that we picked the other day. But I do need a recipe for that. So I looked up a little, just like an easy vegan recipe. So it says to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. And then let's see here. A large bowl, mix together the vegan melted butter. So let's see here. Half a cup of vegan melted butter. Half cup is a stick. So I'll stick that in the microwave. Okay, so now we need sugar, 3/4 of a cup of sugar. One, 2, 3, butter, sugar, vanilla, teaspoon, and soy milk, but I don't have soy milk, so I think I have some coconut milk somewhere. Yes. A tablespoon of soy milk. It's like, do I need to even open this for a tablespoon? But okay, so mix together the butter, sugar, vanilla, and milk. Okay, there's your tablespoon. So it didn't, oh, now add the flour. So 1 cup of flour. Okay, now add the flour, baking powder, and salt. Teaspoon of baking powder. Teaspoon of baking powder and salt. 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. I can eyeball that. Here we go. The batter will be thick with a cookie dough consistency. Okay. I'd say that's like a cookie dough consistency. I'm done with the butter now. And it says to use a like casserole dish, but I think it'd be fun to use these little ramekins. So we're gonna do that. I'll put this coconut milk in the fridge and I'll use it for a smoothie or something. We're done with the flour. Okay, so let's get our pretty little nectarines right here. And oh, these are not coming up. Oh, there we go. Go. Let's see how that looks. So, what are you doing, Fuji? What are you up to? Maybe I'll just put a couple blackberries in there and then maybe I can find some more ripe ones and put it on top. As like a little garnish. Okay. All right. Should I make one more or should I just do two? Okay, so all right. So make the batter using a spatula, sprinkle the batter on top of the peaches and spread out a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. Cover all the peaches, bake for 30 to 35 minutes. All right. Smells good. Maybe we'll just do two in case I mess it up because I'm not the best baker. That's fun. All right. Cute little things. And I did find a baking sheet, so I'll put these on the baking sheet so they don't spill over. And since it's not in a casserole, it'll probably take less time than 30 to 35 minutes. So I'll just check on it in a little bit and see if it's done. So the timer is going to go off in like 30 seconds. So I've been peeking at it and it still needed the full 30 minutes, even though it was in little ramekins versus a casserole. But I think it looks good. It's crispy. So I have the grill preheating right now, and I'm just going to toast up these little croutons in a pan for our gazpacho. Oh, it's a black beauty.
Oh my
Isn't
God.
that pretty?
It's so stunning.
Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. Okay. Here, should I can do some more eggplant just to make it pretty. See, like half of the fun of all this is just like
putting it, yeah, it's not making the sandwich.
Right?
It's having the display before you eat the sandwich.
Yeah.
Look, are these jalapeno peppers over here?
Yeah. You can. Do you like jalapenos?
I do.
Oh my god, we have so many peppers.
Yeah. I can chop one up and put it on.
Yeah. Totally. I actually made the gazpacho a little spicy, and I wasn't sure if you like spice.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
And so I'm glad that you do.
Your curry last time was so good.
Oh yeah, I forgot I made that.
Really worried about the spice. No,
I know, it's funny. I was like filming the video, and I was like, I hope she likes spice. Whoops. I should have asked. Fuji, you're such a good boy. Okay, so here's our beautiful vegetable platter from all of our beautiful garden produce. We've got some bread. Mimi brought over some grapes from the farmer's market, some beautiful crackers. What's this, Mimi?
It's cilantro jalapeno hummus.
Ooh, okay. And then we've got some, is it called dolmas?
Dolmas, yeah.
Which are like the stuffed grape leaves.
Yeah.
Some roasted red bell peppers, some rampicante squash, some eggplant from the garden, some cream cheese with chives, more hummus, a black beauty tomato from the garden, and our little herbs as a garnish. So that was so fun. Garden produce. We've got some sparkling water that Mimi brought with some nectarines that we picked earlier this week and some blackberries. And then this is our little gazpacho made with the Armenian cucumbers, roasted red bell peppers, garlic from the garden. Whoa, you don't have to eat all that if it's too much. And then I'm going to top mine with some little croutons. There we go. And then maybe I'll do a little purple basil just to make it pretty. Fuji, do you want some? Do you want some Fuji? Oh, well, thank you.
Sandwich. Perfect. Are you going to top it? Or are you going to make it like an open face? I think I'm going to do an open face. Maybe I'll do an open face too. I'll do two open faces. I know, isn't it fun like putting stuff together?
Yeah, that's the fun of it. I remember we made
sprinkles
last time I was here, and
we
all made them like so different. Yeah,
it's like a tradition at this point now.
Yeah, build your own. What's another fun thing you can do? Like build your own.
I don't know, but I like this. Well, you should come over and we should plan it so that we can do another cooking day.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure if you were gonna want to like join in on the fun. But
oh, I'm here for the fun.
Oh, the eggplant is really so good.
Oh, and your tomato.
Yeah.
I have too many things to put
I
in
know.
here. I'm gonna have to make like a whole nother one.
I know this may be like too much for me now. Yeah, you have to get the pretty basil.
What is it called?
That one's the purple opal basil, and then this is like a little tarragon vinaigrette that I made. If you like saucy stuff, but always. Okay.
Here. Well, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time we harvest and make some fun things. Have a good day.